Thank you. So we're going to tell you a story while we're waiting. I'm going to tell you the story of an old blues man. A man by the name of Robert Johnson. Robert Johnson was born way down on the Mississippi Delta. A bit like today, really. He never had much in life. But the few things that he wanted from life was a little bit of fame, a little bit of fortune, but most of all, he wanted to play guitar. Robert Johnson was walking down Main Street one day when he met up with his good friend, Willie Brown. Willie Brown was decked out in fine clothes, and on each arm, he had a fancy-looking woman. Robert Johnson said, "Hey, Willie, where'd you get that from, boy?" Willie Brown said, "I'll tell you, son. You know those crossroads on the outskirts of town? Well, I was down there and I met this man. And this man promised me anything I wanted in life. And the only thing that he wanted in return was when he came a-calling, I had to be ready." You didn't do that last night. Well, not until we got in the van.
I did, you just didn't feel it.
The very next day, Robert Johnson took himself down to the crossroads. And he waited, and he waited. Around about mid-afternoon, he looked out to the east. And he saw coming towards him something at first he thought was a dust storm. But as that cloud of dust got closer and closer to Robert Johnson, he could see it was the longest stretch limousine he'd ever seen. As the limousine pulled alongside Robert Johnson and the back window started to go down, a voice from inside said, "Come here, boy." Robert Johnson went over to the limousine, and when he looked in the back, he saw the biggest, the blackest man he'd ever seen in his life. The man said to Robert Johnson, "I understand you want fame and fortune, but most of all you want to play your guitar. If I grant you all these things here today, I want you to remember in the years to come, the day that you came down to the crossroads, the day that you sold your soul to the devil." Robert Johnson went back to his good friend Willie Brown, and he told him what had happened at the crossroads. Willie Brown said, "Ain't you scared, man?" Robert Johnson said, "I ain't scared of nobody." Willie Brown said, "Well, if you want to get out of that deal you made, then I suggest you listen to what I gotta say. I suggest you listen hard. You get down to the crossroads, get down on your knees. You get down to the crossroads, you get down on your knees. You pray to the Lord for mercy. You gotta help you if you please. You get down to the crossroads, you better hitch a ride. You get down to the crossroads, you better hitch a ride. the devil saw you coming, boy. The devil made you step inside. Robert Johnson achieved everything he wanted in life. He became one of America's greatest blues players. And he was walking down Main Street when he met up with his good friend Willie Brown. But gone was the fine clothes and the fancy looking women. Robert Johnson said, "Hey Willie, what happened, man?" Willie Brown said, "I'll tell you, son.